chasing fading echoes. Every word we spoke disappeared in the void. Lost from the rhythm, drowning in sorrow. Tell me, is there a tomorrow?
Oh crap, my webcam, GG's. Oh shit, I'm an idiot. I forgot about my webcam. Oh crap. Oh no. Alright, give me a minute, hold up. Bro, I forgot about my webcam grip. Uh-oh. Oh no, I'm an actual idiot, bro.
Drifting in the dark, chasing fading echoes. Every word we spoke disappeared in the void. Lost from the rhythm, drowning in sorrow. Tell me, is there a tomorrow?
Oh man. I am a bloody idiot. Holy, I am an idiot. Hello guys. Hello Pancakes, hello ARP, Supreme. First time I ever had Keelan crying about me. Speedrunning the dungeon as a bunny? Jesus Christ, that's impressive. I'm proud of you, boss. Okay, right, let me get my webcam in and hope that it works. Tabsy, hello, how are you? Configure video, please work. Camera. Not that camera. Oh, come on. Please work. Okay. Webcam is working. Or it's worked. Love the new radar cam. Hey, shut up, man. Please work. Oh, it works. We're good. Hallelujah. Thank you. Alright, we're good. Okay, guys, we're back. Hello, we're thugging. I'm wearing my thob. About GG's. Hey, Chaos. This stream should be on YouTube as well. I specifically went live on YouTube because I knew you'd watch on YouTube, Chaos. Oh, okay, right. Right, so guys, I have got a question for you. It's probably a very, very obvious question, but it's a question nonetheless. Would you like another bunny video or would you like a Keelan video? Now for a Keelan video, it'd be an updated Infinite Dash build. That would basically be the main premise. However, for a bunny video, it would be an ultimate build guide from 0 to 100 with bunny. So it explains like the differences between what external components, what modules, how to build her, how to use her, and show you the step-by-step of everything to basically teach you how to build the best bunny, and in the process give you builds and give you everything you need in the process. So which one of those two would you prefer me making right now? Because I'll make it, I'll edit it, and then I'll most likely release it. Sounds like you want to do a bunny build. The sun's really bright in here, bro. You know, blinding, very, very bright sunlight. So, which one would you guys prefer? Hello, friend. Hello, Tycoon. Okay. Hello, Trev. For some weird reason, my PC is behaving today. I don't know why. I'm at 4K and I'm running cinematic, like literally cranked out max settings like I normally do. And on stream, for some reason, it's behaving right now. It's interesting. The passion for the bunny build, so it has to be bunny, right? Very true. It does need to be bunny. I agree with you. Right, so we're gonna fix up a bunny build. Right, so what two builds am I gonna? I'll destroy my high voltage build as a ground. So it'll basically be me showing this build, and then I'll show the second setup for this build as well. So wait, let me paste this over. Focus, focus. Hocus pocus, the dog shat in my focus. Right, then this is going to be a cooldown reactor. Cooldown singular would be the absolute best, but we'll go with skill cost cooldown. Or do I have any other reactor with cooldown on it? Hang on a second, let me just double check. Why do I have purple reactors in my inventory? I'm stupid. Alright, we'll go with this reactor then, cooldown duration up. Then we'll go Slayer set on here as well, actually. And for module, we'll drop strong mentality for MP collector on this build. Still decent MP cost. One, two, three, four. That's not bad. What's the cooldown on this right now? 14 seconds? Wait, hold up, something's wrong. Why is my cooldown 14 seconds? I've got cooldown on my reactor and I've got cooldown on my tree, what the fuck? Do I need to have 2 pieces of hunter with that? Wait, hold up, let me save this as a... I'll just save this on my challenge setup. Save current settings, right, that's fine. Let me go to my next killer build. My biggest thing is that I've got 22 seconds cooldown on my condense here. Then if I put a cooldown reactor on, let me double check this, skill cost cooldown or cooldown duration up. Then I just change these to focus on, focus on. Focus on singular. Focus on electric. Ah, nimble fingers as well. Nimble fingers as well, right, that's fine. Exit without saving. Let me go back onto challenge. And... alright, it'd be that module. So no MP collector, instead we'll just have nimble fingers. That's fine. Because now the nuking on this one should be pretty insane. You know, getting a timer on skills? Yeah, I know, but I don't like it. It looks ugly. There you go. That's the type of cooldown you want. I'd say that's quite nasty, like 5 to 6 condensers out of a single bar of whatever the shit is this is. That's actually so lethal. That's actually insane. Any purge tonight, my friend? Trev, I'm going to be focusing on pulling a video together. Then I might end up doing some purge. I like the timers on the cooldown, but I agree it does look ugly. That's fair. At least you're honest, bro. At least you're honest. Alright, what we'll do is I'm going to need to record some gameplay of both builds. So in this instance, let me do a shelter run with this Slayer build one. I'll do a run with the shelter build, the Slayer build that I've just pulled up with, and from there we'll use that as a guideline, and I can just show it in shelter as an example for the build. Actually, it'd be better if I was to show it in public, right? What do you guys think? You think showing the build in public would be better than showing it in solo? What comes from Noise Said Luna? Full Enlightened mid set.
Drifting in the dark, chasing fading echoes. Every word we spoke disappeared in the void. Lost from the rhythm, drowning in sorrow. Tell me, is there a tomorrow?
No MP. GG's. They're nerfing me. They know I'm too powerful. That boss fight was so fast. That was a 136 despite me messing up 2 or 3 times as well, you know. That's actually so wild. At this point in time, it doesn't really make a difference. Once upon a time, the difference was big enough to matter. True, but I mean, I can still carry a 4-man. That's a pretty big thing. You know what, let me try doing that one more time. I just want to see what happens if I do that one more time. And I don't fuck up and I don't run out of MP. I'll keep an eye on my MP for this run and watch me hit like an actual insane time. But I was gonna say, even that run was like kind of meh. I can definitely get better than that. I did get better than that, in fact. And the game just ate my grapple. GG's. Love it when the game just fucking devours my inputs, bro. Makes me very happy. That was definitely faster. 130? Not bad. I guess even still, that was a solid-ish run. If my grapple didn't get eaten, I probably would have got like a 125. But honestly, that was fine. For gameplay, I can still show that and be like, this was a good setup. Let me just double show the fact that I've got the Slayer set on. Got this cooldown duration up on. Got the tree on that I was mentioning. Then also using a Peacemaker in hand. Then the build that I'm going to recommend.
Drifting in the dark, chasing fading echoes. Every word we spoke disappeared in the void. Lost from the rhythm, drowning in sorrow.
What's good? Should I build the Perforator for Nell? Yo, Diamond Dog, what are you saying, bro? Perforator for Nell? I guess the Perforator wouldn't be bad with Nell. It definitely wouldn't be the best with Nell. I think Nell's best weapon, surprisingly, or to no one's surprise, is going to be the Malevolent. Because if you didn't know... Did it show in the game? Is the Malevolent not in here? Yeah, I thought the Malevolent is in here. Unless it's in... Wait, no, it should be here. Am I just blind? I think I'm blind. Okay, right, well... Regardless, Malevolent has a unique ability that basically allows for its weak point to... it allows for when you hit a weak point with it, it gives 2.5 times damage. 2.5 times damage for the weapon. And Nell has an ability that makes every single hit a weak point, so the Malevolent is automatically going to be busted with that weak point ability on. Running a max damage Malevolent is going to be a great call for Nell. Hey Corey. Corey, I'm going to do like a video that like actually catches people up on Bunny, you know. And the two main builds I'm going to give are a Slayer build and a Slayer condensing build. And honestly, do you even need Slayer for a condensed build, or realistically? Because I've got a full cooldown. Honestly, it'd be better for me to run 2 pieces of skill cost. It'd be better for me to run 2 pieces of skill cost here. I'll run 2 pieces of that, and then I'll also run what's it called? Hello chat, hello Crank. Then honestly, at this point, fuck it, might as well run 2 pieces of Hunter for cooldown. Because what's that gonna make my cooldown now? 3.8 seconds. Excellent. Excellent. Honestly, this is a pretty good setup. And then even for this, my skill usage will be a lot slower. Yeah, because I'm not using Slayer set. Even in public, this should be fine. Because you can just do this. Try my build, curious to what you think. Isn't your build just this? Hang on a sec. Isn't your build just this, but replace that with strong mentality? Finish my normal mods. Ult Bunny's building. Now how the hell do I get my sets? Farm build with regular Bunny? Yes, sir. Swap conservation for MP collector. So you've got no skill cost, just MP collector. Is that it? And I've done that. It still works fine. You just have to be first. And with Bunny, you are first. And you've got full Spider Bunny. So yeah. Did you try an ace in shelter? I have not. You want me to quickly try it? But I was gonna say for the first build, for the condensing build, I'm gonna recommend this to people. So cooldown on the reactor. Devino, thank you for the sub, bro. Appreciate that. 2 pieces of cost and 2 pieces of cooldown. Full damage and cohesion on the tree. Then straight up cooldown or conservation on here. Condensed, full cooldown damage, and then that should be good enough. Hang on a second. Oh wait, yeah, that's fine. Full damage. And I'll put that there. I'll switch that there. Yeah, that's fine. That way it looks a little bit neater. There you go. Much neater. At least this way I'd be able to give people a really, really simple indication on how to build Bunny. Because this is what I think people should be running if they want to condense, man. 3.8 seconds cooldown is like insanely fast cooldown. And yeah, this is like what I would ultimately recommend to people. I'm not going to bother going into the weapons just because this is going to be a Bunny build. Why can't I take them off? Inventory space is full. What happened to my... Oh, wait. Yeah, I nuked my dog. GG's. Hold up. Let me just... There you go. Right, now let's do this. Okay. Inversions. Yeah, I guessed it already, but I'll just say this anyways. So, yeah, this was my challenge one. Yep. Save current. And then for my innate killer stays the exact same. 2 pieces of cost, 2 pieces of skill, power. Yeah, literally. Strong mentalities because I prefer running a little bit, and yeah, no, that's it. Do I need to hit MR 18 for my arcade tuning, or will it unlock to simply display through hard? Once you've unlocked Sigma Sector, even in normal mode, you will be able to get arcade just everywhere from doing any missions. 20 minutes late, but the American has arrived. Welcome, American. For Nell's ability, what weapon should it be? I can't give you an exact answer, but the last dagger is going to be very strong with Nell. I believe that. I think everything is going to be very strong with Nell, but for time being, if you want to do anything for Nell, farm your reactors out. Non-attribute tech, so the Ajax reactor, and non-attribute fusion, so the Eugen reactors is what you're going to need. Yo, bud, what's up? Working on my Glay build. Gonna watch your latest one before bed. Sounds good, King. Sounds good. That should give you a good indication. Right, let me quickly grab screenshots of the most important stuff on this build anyways, and just send it into a private chat. Send it into a private chat so I can talk about it in the right way. Uh-oh. Okay. Hi Ashley. I mean, like, skill Nell, what would her statistic be? Blue Beetle, I think. Because she's got fusion, so Blue Beetle would definitely be a very, very good call with Nell. And making a crit Nell is probably going to become very, very mainstream. Obviously, I can't say for certain, but that's just based off what I know so far. Ashley, I'm sending this in our thing. Secret Gun, no, Blue Beetle, eventually Peacemaker. Well, but yeah. Hey Kohai, welcome. I'm gonna make an ultimate bunny guide today, and by ultimate I mean I'm gonna put everything into one big bunny video, and I'm gonna explain everything and everything you need to know, and I'm gonna like build the build in real time, all that sort of stuff, test the damage numbers and everything, and so on and so forth. I'm basically going to give undeniable proof that what you should be running is what I'm telling you to run. It's essentially the main focus of the video. I don't give a fuck how long this video takes me. It's a bunny video. I'm not stopping until I finish the entire thing. Sounds good? It does. Because the thing is, right, people will basically just follow what other people tell them to follow without like checking and all that sort of stuff like that. So that's why I want to give like a video out that's like undeniable proof of what I'm saying is like right, is like the best way I think I would say it. Did you see TFM new people? I'm scared to, you know what, I'm scared to, but I think we should quickly have a look at it. Corey, I'll send you this in case you want to mess around with it, bro. Alright, shall we quickly have a look at TFM's Valby, yes or no? I have a question. Would you be, if you did not benefit from this game finance-wise from TFD, would you still be playing? Would I still be playing TFD if I didn't make any money off it? Oops, my webcam's out of focus. Let's quickly fix that. 1 second. Would I be playing this game if I didn't make any money off it? Yes. Yes. I would still be playing this game even if I did not make a single fucking penny off it. The only difference is that I think I would not be spending as much money on skins. Is the only main thing I think I would be doing. I wouldn't be spending as much on skins is basically the only difference I think. But I would still be playing this. I'll tell you one thing for certain, Dablo. If I didn't stream this game, I definitely never would have 60 catted Jaber, 60 catted Kyle, or 60 catted Serena. I promise you that. My second 60 cat would have been Glay, and then it would have probably been Viessa, and then probably Lepic or Valby. Right, let's quickly have a look at this TFM video because I'm kind of scared because I've had 3 people ask me if I've seen the new TFM video, which is not a good sign. Let me put display cap on. We're not watching the entire thing. Right, okay. Okay, let's mute it. Build showcase. Right, let me see this. Okay. We can't see any other. I mean, he's running Valby in the old Valby way. Alright, let's see. Okay, let's see this then. I'm concerned. It's definitely a build video, that's for sure. Okay, Enlightened Mage on Valby. Okay, he's in the right direction. Full cooldown. But a fusion and non-at. Range and extension. What? Why is there no red module? Why is there no red? Show me. Tell me he's gonna add it in. Huh? Why is there no red module? I'm getting nervous. Why is there no? Why is there no red module? Why is there no red module? Oh my fucking god. Oh, no. Right, Peacemaker, surely. Why are you saying use the Peacemaker if you've not put a core inside of the Peacemaker? Brother, it's the fastest weapon in the game. Please put a core on it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. Bro, the Peacemaker is so... He's not even got a single module. At least put Defense Master and Tactical Change for literal 250% in defense when you change. Oh my goodness, please. Cooldown So tell me what... Wait. Has he got color? What's different about this and... Okay, wait, hold up. Still not full gold. Alright, one purple I can accept, right? One purple I can accept. Is it just one purple? Nope, it's everything purple. Okay, wait, hang on a second. Well, why is he back on here? No, that's not... Please tell me you put defense neutralizer. Why is he just going with not at cohesion, brother? He's gone with cooldown. Fire rounds. Why the fire rounds, bro? Why the fire rounds? I'm so confused. If you prefer her third skill. This surely not, right? Surely not. Hydro pressure bomb, check. Focus on dimension. Wait. Why focus on dimension? Okay, right, never mind. Let's ignore that. For some reason, focus on dimension. Focus on non-attribute. Focus on non-attribute, check. Fusion. Why is he going with dimension? Her second ability is fusion. Increase HP. I mean, this is after the cause of release, so fair enough, I guess. This video is 3 months old, by the way. Dangerous ambush. No, not amp. Half of these are in the same fucking position as well. Oh, brother. Right, okay. Right, at least he didn't rob my video, which is fine. I don't really give a shit. To be fair, if I was to change this, the only thing I would actually change is just drop increase HP and then put amp control in, which seems to be exactly what he has done. Props on him for that. At least he's not that dense. Oh wait, hold up. Hey man, great choice. You can beat most of the content with this build. If you replace ambush with selective recovery MP and MP accelerate, then you've got the build that destroys maiden challenge. Shit. Damn. W Reaper, bro. Holy shit, I didn't even know that. Fair, I respect it. Okay. Back to me. And what I'm gonna do for my own video. Have you crashed out to the new hoverbike teaser posted today? What hoverbike teaser? Oh my god, brother. Okay, that's definitely copyrighted, but you guys got here anyways. Hold up. What is this? What is this? I feel okay, right? Can we put this in slow motion? Oh, playback speed, yeah, we can. Half speed, right? We'll go with half. Right, we'll put it in 0.25. Half's too fast. Mute this shit. Right, jumping on's fine. Like, look at, isn't that just like deliberately? How much can I push my ass at you? Come on, man. I'm not a fan of whatever the fuck this is, bro. Why does it have to be about ass so much, bro? Why couldn't you just... Okay. Like, this is literally... Can I fucking... Can I, in your fucking, straight in your fucking face or something, bro? Like, why? Like, bro, what the fuck? The first goodness? Do you want me to put the fucking webcam up my ass at this point? Fucking hell, bro. That's actually so. Hey, yo, I just got. GG's. GG's. But, bro, what is this, man? Right, this grappling, they showed us the exact same thing. They've shown us the exact same thing in the fucking preview already. The grappling doesn't look bad, but why did they grapple at that bit? Bro, can you not like open grapple, fucking spin flip the bike and throw it into like the fucking void or something? This is so ridiculous. Then it does the FOV bugs back. I'm hoping like, what even is this, man? I don't like this. The color, like Sigma looks really good here because, you know, we've got Sigma, but we've got Sigma with like, weren't they using that? They were. So they should be able to melee and flick off that. Or alternatively, if they've added a new animation with the bike, they spin with the bike and they dive back onto it. But like, brother. Valby as well. Oh man. Why just keep going back to fucking it is, bro. Oh man, this is horrible. Okay, the boost and Valve, they just tried transitioning it from Valby to Bunny and failed horribly. Okay, that looks cool. The jump off looks cool. The grapple shouldn't be that bad, but like... Oh, yeah, let's have a look at Nell. They're deliberately not showing us what weapons in her hand. Because, bro, you can't even fucking see what weapons in her hand. And two, look at these crits for 93k. You'll probably be able to put insight, insight emergency measures, hold the blue beetle, have crit rate on the reactor, or crit rate on the tree, and boom, perma crits. It'll be good as long as we don't lose our momentum. You most likely won't. Oh man, my fucking brain. Scurvy Curvy, why did you do this, bro? I think I saw the Albion Cavalry gun for a second. You might have. Bro. Scurvy Curvy, why did you make me watch that, man? Bro, mods, fucking nuke Scurvy Curvy. Fucking nuke him. I don't want to see this shit. Actually, don't nuke him. I like him. He's very funny. He keeps sending the big images of the director. Okay, let's take this from the beginning. Fuck's sake, right. So, I was gonna say, which build do you think I should focus on first? Do you guys think I should focus on the singular setup for Bunny? Or should I focus on the condensing setup for Bunny? Focus on singular, focus on the 3 build or the 4 build. Choose your number, Bunny's 3 first or Bunny's 4 first. I think I'll go with Bunny's 3 first because I don't like using her 4 very much. You have a crippling addiction? Zelg, this is going to be like the one Bunny video to end all Bunny videos because I'm giving you the best build for her 3 and the best build for her 4. Yeah, it really doesn't get much better than that. 4, 3, Cap, this is actually going to be it. Unless because I've released I've got my perma crit, my AoE crit setup made. This is like the best non-crit mobbing and nuking setup. Apart from what I've got here, there's really not anything else for me to throw into Bunny. You know what? Let's nuke this because I don't like looking at this anyways, and let's put on. Oh, she's so pretty. Sorry guys, when it comes to Bunny, Bunny skins, this is like art. I can't fuck up on this. It's like TFD saying they're not gonna make any Guna skins. TFD will never say that because they know it's their only source of money. Oh wait, I've got a lot of levels to this shit. The buttons. This Spotify Black, hell no. Bro, everyone's treating Spotify Black like gold now. Black onesie? Too bright. Need a darker color. Do we not have like a nice dark purple? Ooh, Twitch. Wait, where's Twitch purple? Where's Twitch purple? Ooh, Twitch purple's quite nice. Wait till August 9th, updated Bunny video. Nah, I still think this build or the other build, one of the builds in this video will suffice for that. Unless it's like changing the weapons maybe. But even with that, I don't think there'll be that. Aw, she's so fucking cute. I love Bunny. Yep, we're going with this. I like this fit. At least this will be my last Bunny video for time being. I say that because I've made like 5-6 Bunny videos in the last 3 days. For my back, ooh. Wait, hold up, wait a minute. Oh my god, having a little bat on my back's cool. What would be the coolest thing to put on my back? These have gone, but the devil wings are better anyways. I honestly think having this cool little thing would be cool. Actually, it doesn't make sense. We're not having anything on the back. GG's. Alright. Makeup. She doesn't need it, but we'll go with the innocent. First spawn will... Yay, she's so pretty. I love her. You know what? No, we'll go with the OG bunny spawn. Or the best bunny spawn. Having good fashion is important to the video. It is. It truly is. Like, look at this. When you see a bunny that's like this on the home screen, you're gonna be like, "Wow, your fashion is dope." Hey, Spyro. Bet we're calling this the Spyro bunny. I figured you had that smoky makeup. No, it was only in preseason. I didn't bother buying it. I didn't care about makeup in preseason because I'm never gonna use makeup on bunny anyways. I'm an idiot. And in preseason, I was dirty broke. Like, bro, I'd like scrape together £8 and then buy the made outfits, and I'd scrape together like £2, £3, £4 and everything. Like, in preseason, I was so broke that if I got a tiny bit of money, I'd just spend it on this game immediately for like a tiny bit of caliber. Like, bro, the preseason for the first 2-3 months was the only time in my life I've never paid my phone bill. Because I was so fucking broke, I had to ask my mum to pay it for me. Like, I was just disgustingly broke, and whichever pieces of money I got, or whatever bit of money I got, I was so addicted, I just spent it on this fucking game. Like, I wish to fucking hell and back that I had enough money to buy this Awakened or Evolved Bunny skin. Because this is a skin that's never going to come back, and I'm never going to be able to get this one skin. Look at how fucking cool that is, man. It doesn't make any logical sense to Bunny, but it's just a fucking cool skin. It's just such a cool skin. I got that one. I couldn't afford it, bro. I genuinely could not afford it, and that's the saddest part to me. Don't worry. You know what I'll do? Once I hit 20,000 subs on YouTube, I'll message or email Nexon, and I'll beg them for the Bunny Evolved skin, and I'll tell them that I'm willing to pay up to £1,000 for it. He's pulling his cock out. I am pulling my cock out, you're right. Okay. Okay, so for this one, the way I'm going to record it is going to be slightly different. So I'm going to mute Spotify. So... Wait, sorry, let me pause Spotify. I'll pause it, it's makes my life easier. They'll just show the dead stream clip of you. I want that skin so bad, bro. I'd do fucking anything. Do you know what? Do you know how deep this is for me, right? I am actually willing to completely delete my account and start over from the beginning of the game just for that one skin. That's how deep it is. I don't want anything in this fucking game apart from that one skin. If I had to give my account to somebody, like, just completely nuke my entire account and delete it, but next time give me a new account at the beginning of the game, but I have that Evolved Bunny skin, I will literally take it. I don't give a shit. I just buy Ultimate Bunny, put my one build on her, and then just fucking fly through the game. Buy 10 catalysts and fly through the game. I can do everything anyways. I'll trade my account for yours. Have you got Evolved Bunny? No, I need to stop considering this. This is probably a violation of Nexon services or whatever, I don't know. Right. Right, let me find where the chat is. The chat box on my OBS. Ah, there it is. Addict and violation. Shut up, bitch. Okay, right. I'm gonna record this in a way of I'm gonna record this in the sense of I'm gonna delete the entire build and then I'm gonna build it from the ground up. You are a genuine Bunny fan, Mr. Alyssa DFD. You're not wrong about that one, boss man. You are not wrong about that. Right. So let me just delete everything on myself. Can I delete all my weapons? I can. I can also delete all my comps, can't I? Well, rip them off. That I can. Reactor? Cannot do that. Right. Reactor is the only thing we're leaving on. And that's just going to be this anyways. Tree. Yep, we can just nuke this tree because I know what it is anyways. Just full reset and we just do that. Modules. Yep. I know what I'm doing here anyways because this is the 3 build. So yeah. Right. The wrong bunny fan. What skin you on about? The evolved bunny skin. He's going to spend a lot of time in the lounge getting screenshots. I actually hate the lounge and I wish it wasn't getting carried to the game, bro. And I do not like the lounge. Even what I've seen of the lounge, I just think it's an utter fucking waste. You'll regret it, stop? No, don't worry. I'm not deleting anything. I'm not yet. Not yet. Right. I'm going to record this for my video. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Hello everybody, it's your boy N here. I'm coming at you guys with another YouTube video. So, today's video I'm going to be doing something very different to what I normally do. Normally I just present a build and I just tell you what's best, so on and so forth, but for once, I'm gonna take a different approach. I'm gonna build the build in real time and tell you exactly what you're gonna be focusing on, what you're going to need, and everything from the ground all the way up to basically help people get a better understanding of how to build in this game. So in this video, I'm gonna focus on 2 bunny builds. The first build being her electric ring or her third ability, and then the second build is going to be her electric condense nuking build. So yeah. Those are the 2 builds that you're going to see in this video, so I'm going to build them with you in real time. I've removed all my external components, the only thing here left is my reactor, and let's get on into the actual build for now. So let me teach you what we are going to focus on for this build anyways. So now, starting off with our third ability. So our third ability here is the lightning emission. Whenever Bunny moves, she emits a ring of lightning. I'm sure you all know that. Yada yada yada. I don't need to go into how to make that work. So step 1 is going to be choosing our maneuvering module. Now, multi-air maneuvering is not bad. Long distance maneuvering again is not bad, but if you want to maximize your movement with Bunny, it is going to be mid-air maneuvering. The reason we are using this is because you can grapple into literally the nothing into the void, but if you use your melee and flick whilst you are grappling, you will be able to basically perform a spin, and that's going to give you a little bit more momentum. Now for our red module, regardless of whether we're focusing on our third or our fourth ability, is still going to be electric condense. The damage you can get off just a simple condensed nuke is far superior of that of high voltage or of anything else that you can run. So regardless, our red module is going to be the electric condense red module. Next up, let's focus on skill cost. So skill cost for Bunny, if we just search up skill cost, there is 2 options and we're going to go with both of them for this specific setup. Option number 1 is maximize conservation, and then option number 2 is strong mentality. Now with this, we already have 50% skill cost on my Bunny, which is reduced, which is very, very high. If we run with this just with our second ability, we're not going to be draining very fast at all. Now, the downside of conservation is that, of course, the skill power modifier, our damage is reduced. So to combat that, we are not going to be using low level damage modules. Instead, we are going to be maxing out our damage with this specific setup. So for this, let's talk about our actual damage then. So for our damaging modules, this is going to be a non-critting build, so we're going to go with the amplification modules. Now Bunny's third ability is of course electric, and it is also singular. For this, we are going to be going with singular amplification as well as electric amplification, so those are going to be our 2 damage modules. Now the other 2 damage modules we are going to be going with, you would assume it is going to be focus on. However, the focus on modules are not full max damage modules. 68.2% singular modifier is still very strong, and 77.2 electric skill power is still very good as well. But they still have their cooldown, and they still have something that is holding them back just a touch. Now, for Bunny specifically, I would go with skill simplification. The downside of this is that our max MP is reduced by 25%, but because of how cost efficient we are, this is not going to hurt us very much. And 84.5% skill power modifier is superior to the singular counterpart, so it's more superior to focus on singular and will give us more damage overall. Now, the other module is going to be Singular Master. Now, Singular Master is very simple, and it's also very close to focus on electric. You do get overall skill power, which scales a little bit better, I believe, with Bunny. And then we also get skill power modifier for singular anyways. Now, I know you might be scratching your head and be asking, well, what about power increase? Now, power increase is just 65% skill power. Between Singular Master, power increase, and the other option being Electric Master, there is very, 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 very little difference. My main takeaway from this is that in power increase will allow you to condense about 4 million damage harder over about 10 tests which I ran. Singular Master will allow your third ability to hit for 10 million extra damage over 10 extra tests that I did as well. So because we are focusing on our third ability, Singular Master is going to be the call for this one. Now, next up, let's focus on the two other things that Bunny is going to need. Number one is going to be range. So for range, we are of course going to go with, if I can spell correctly, the two range modules. That is going to be amplification control as well as expansion. Now, why are we not using maximize range? Again, because it is skill power modifier, and if we use a 40%, we will be losing a significant amount of damage, or you will be losing more damage. If you are playing in solo just by yourself, go with maximize range, because the extra range will make a bit of a difference, and you'll still have more than enough power to one-shot everything. Now, if you are playing in public though, you do not want this other 20% skill power modifier to be reducing your damage, so go with amplification control. This will take you basically almost, if not all the way to cap anyways, so you'll be at cap, you'll be completely fine. Now, you'll notice that we've still got the exact same cooldown, so let's fix that next. For cooldown, we are going to go with MP conversion. You'd rather go with 36 over the 26 with nimble fingers. The reason we are going with that is because the negative on the MP really doesn't matter. Our Bunny is efficient and very, very efficient at that. So that is going to be the main thing with the build. Now, the last module. Now, the last module is a little bit of a wild card. You can basically go with almost anything. You could go with a little bit of extra damage if you want. You could go with some extra range, a little bit of HP if you will. But in this, I am going to be going with Dangerous Ambush. Now, Dangerous Ambush is here because regardless of whether you are using this on a whether you're using this in dungeon or wherever you're using this, this will give you a little bit of a damage increase. Now, it does say on enemies that are immobilized, you can get plus 49% skill power, which is correct. I do believe that immobilized is also on the same level as enemies not targeting you as well. And what not targeting you is when you spawn trap enemies or when you run into them so fast they don't even see you, you will hit them for extra damage regardless. So basically, for dungeons, Dangerous Ambush is going to be an absolutely great call. So overall for Bunny, this is going to be the build that we are going to go with. This is a max damage build for her third ability, and if I refresh this over here, you can see we've got more cooldown than duration. It is a little bit tight, but we still do have more cooldown than duration. As for our condensed, cooldown on here is not too bad, the damage is not too bad, and even with this, there's still more things to be done. Now, I'm going to quickly go on over the weapon that I'm going to be using very quickly, just because it does play into the reactor. Now, I am going to be using a Peacemaker. You only need one sprint core of an X core, so level 10 core, any sprint core, which the lowest will be 10%, is still enough to get Bunny up to her sprint cap. So sprint cap for Bunny is possible with a single X core as long as it is over 10%. Even if you don't use an X core, let's say you use a level 9, as long as it's over 10%, you will be fine, but just use an X core because it's a lot easier to get it that way. Now, for the actual weapon, it's going to be the Peacemaker. Now, why are we using the Peacemaker? Simply just because the movement speed on this weapon is the highest out of all the other weapons in game. Sprint speed really does not matter because with one sprint core, Bunny is at that 1600 cap, so we're focusing on movement speed, which is the next way to focus your speed up. When you grapple, the momentum is the same no matter what you do, so grapple momentum is not a thing in this game. So you are going to want to make sure that you just focus on movement speed instead. Now, for the reactor in this setup, I'm going with maxed out damage. I'm going with the hand cannon mounting, of course, for my Peacemaker, singular and electric in the middle for, of course, singular and electric damage. Then I'm also going with singular and electric damage at the bottom as well. So this is just a straight maxed out damage reactor for this specific setup. Now, the external components for this are fairly simple as well. Now, because we do have 2 skill cost modules on our setup, going on here, you could go with additional skill cost. So that would be 2 pieces of the Ascending Armory set. Or you could alternatively go with additional damage. So that would be the Plague set for a little bit more singular inside of there. Now, even these as a two-piece set would be very, very good. For your external components, regardless of whatever they are, for your cores, you are going to want to go with max HP, and then for your second blue core, you're going to want to go with max defense. Regardless of whatever stats they are, you just want that on your external component cores. For your actual stats on your components, for your power, you are always going to want HP and MP recovery out of combat, MP and MP recovery in combat, MP recovery modifier and defense or electric resistance, and then max shield, toxic, shield recovery modifier is going to be fine as well. That's for every single descendant in the game, apart from Glare, which you would want to basically get all of the resistances and HP recovery modifier on your sensor. So that is going to be the main thing. Now, in this specific instance, I would go with 2 pieces of Plague, because again, that's singular damage boost. Or alternatively, you could go with 2 pieces of the Enlightened Mage set, if I can find it. There it is. 2 pieces of the Mage is still plus 6 power as well. So I would just go with the Plague set, but that's just personal preference for me over here. Next up, let's go over the arcade tuning tree. Now for the tree, like I did mention, this is going to be a full damage setup. So with this, we are going to be going over to this side for the tree, and then we are going to be going up here, and we are going to go with enhanced skill power for the first side of our tree. Next up, we're going to go all the way up here, and we're going to go up towards this mutant cell over here, and this is going to be electric cohesion, which will again allow us to get more damage for our third ability. Now, we've still got 10 points, so there's plenty that we could do. We could focus on the cooldown, which is what we are going to do, because we've only got 1 cooldown module. We've got to compensate a little bit. Now, there's a lot of other things that you can do too as well. You could get enhanced MP recovery out of combat, but for this instance, we are going to get enhanced MP recovery modifier, and then for survivability purposes, you don't really need to, but max HP as well. You can see over here, my bunny has 11,000 HP, so you really don't need to use this HP node, but for whatever reason, if you want your bunny to survive a ton, this will basically be the right call. Now, let's finish off with the inversion reinforcements for this build. For this build, Adrenaline Rush for your speed is going to be essential. You know, that's just going to help you run faster. For the second one, Biodensity Augmentation, a little bit of additional extra HP if you would like. And then Probabilistic Recovery System is your third one. Or if you want to go with Neurostim, or even if you want to go with Neural Focus Augmentation, these would all be fine. Now, this is the entire setup for the Bunny 3 build, specifically for her build with the third ability. So, let me run on into some gameplay real quick, and then we will talk about the condensed build next. Fucking hell, bro. That was a lot. This video is going to be like 20-30 minutes. Oh my god. Did I join into a video? Yes. Also, guys, you guys feel free to talk throughout throughout this. You can see that I've got a Twitch and YouTube counter above my head. So I'd like to read your guys' conversation if you don't mind. See the stats start with First W. Yeah, no. What do you want to say? Why are you using cohesion? What should I be using? Vulnerability. That bucket is full. It makes a difference. I've still seen it make a difference in gameplay. Singular buffs? Electric skill power. I'm pretty sure. Wait, where's it gone? It's not full. It's 0.939. Look at all that elemental skill power. Yes. Elemental skill power. Cohesion is the best sell for Bunny, yeah. Look at that singular. I don't know what you're talking about, buckets, boss man. But this is what I run with Bunny, anyways. Man, look at that skill cost on a build like this. Holy shit, bro. Diminishing returns, yeah, this is... okay. I don't get it, Zog. I don't get what you're on about, boss. Alright, let me just do one run for gameplay. And hope that I don't fuck this up. Because if I do, then I'm going to have to record like 10 takes for this. Same reason we don't run... Seriously. Bro moment, Zog. Bro moment. Big bro moment. Okay. Right, let me just shove the Malevolent on real quick. Just to deal with the bosses. Toxic Malevolent? Oh, good. Is Zog in YouTube chat? Yeah, Zog's in YouTube chat. Alright. Oh shit. I'm not gonna slam music on just because I'm gonna record and then I'm just gonna put music in the YouTube video. And because I'm actually speaking, it'll be rough for me to yeah, you get me. Ouch. Life sucks, bro. Zal, get your ass on Twitch. He's run out of his sub and that's why he's probably not coming back. Alright. You guys liking this though? You get to see the ins and outs. Right. So for this gameplay, I'm going to be doing a singular run of the shelter. I did also throw the Malevolent on just for a quick bit of damage when it comes to the bosses. Because believe it or not, Bunny's third ability is not the greatest for taking out the elites at the end of a dungeon. So you can see with this here, I'm using that melee flick. And then I'm also going to be taking advantage and using that melee flick to basically get my ass all over everywhere here. And I'm basically just going to use it to nuke everything around here. Same with Condense, I'm just going to use that to blow up the last few mobs. And this is essentially how I would play the Bunny. You basically have enough damage to like rip everything apart. You can see me hitting 300-400 Ks inside of this dungeon regardless. And yeah, this is a pretty strong setup. And you just want to jump around with it, basically, in this specific instance. But for the most part, Bunny is so fast and so loaded that all you gotta do is basically just run around. Also, Strand Dev, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that, bro. Mary, thank you for the gifted sub. Yeah, I am live on Twitch whilst doing this video, so there you go. That's what the notifications you guys are seeing are. But you can see just in general that this build absolutely slaps. Bad grapple over there, and this is essentially how you deal with the bosses on this build as well. Pop open a condense, and then there you go, boom, absolutely nuke everything. Once the bosses have dropped their defenses again, I'm going to use the Malevolent now, because Bunny's third ability isn't the fastest, like I mentioned before. And yeah, that's essentially how you would deal with this. Just use the Malevolent to finish everything off, and done. Boom. That was a nice quick run of the shelter. You can see that, minute and a half. Not the fastest run ever. Can definitely optimize it more for speedrunning. Maestro, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that, bro. You could definitely optimize this for speedrunning way more. But as an example, I think this is a fairly good example, showing you how this build basically works. So that is going to be all that you need to know for the condensed setup for Bunny. For the 3 setup for Bunny. If you do want to see what my Malevolent is, I've basically got a full Malevolent made for Purge 35, and then I've just got a little bit of ammo on it and stuff like that. That's my Malevolent setup for anyone who wants to know about that. And yeah, let's start off now by talking about the condensed setup. Man, this video is going to be long as fuck. I was going to say, do I even edit it? Or do I basically just take the 2 clips that I have and then just side by side them, put a little bit of background music and then call it quits? Because honestly, I think I've explained everything in such detail that there's no point of me cutting anything out. Even though it'll be like everything. So yeah. Right, back into the lab then.
Welcome, Descendant.
Welcome, Descendant. Edit to make it as short as possible. Okay, we can do that. But I feel like a lot of the things I was saying were generally very important, especially when it comes to building it. And that was a 13-minute long intro segment and build for Bunny, and entire 13 minutes of setup, then 2 minutes of gameplay. It'll be about probably 10 minutes of setup again, and then like 2 minutes of gameplay. So honestly, it's gonna end up being like a 20-30 minute video, which I don't think is bad because I'm explaining absolutely fucking everything from the ground up. It's a little bit different, but at the same time, it's gonna be everything, like absolutely everything, isn't it? Right, for Bunnies, I use 2 pieces of singular in here. Like I said, 2 pieces of mage is still good as well. But yeah, there you go. Right, that's fine. Right, for the second setup, that's this one, the condensing setup. So this one is gonna be this one I think other people are gonna eat into a lot more. But yeah. Yeah, but will people watch a 30-minute video? Yeah, I think they will. Or a 20-minute video. I'll probably be like a no, 20. It'll probably be like a 30-minute video. It would be. But at the same time, this video is also experimental because like I said, I did say that at the beginning of the video, this is a different type of video and I'm going to explain everything, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, I think that this should be okay for what it is, but we'll see. Like I said, if this video does shit, then I'm just going to uninstall my life. I'm just going to not make this style of video again and I'll just go back to my normal stuff. But yeah. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Cooldown duration up. The tree is the exact same fucking tree, so I'll just leave that as is. Peacemaker still stays the same. Yeah, the rest of it's fine. Okay, we're thugging. Okay. So now let's talk about the other build for Bunny, and that is the condensed build. I think a lot of people like spamming condensed with Bunny, so let me give you literally the best setup to do it and give you a ton of damage whilst you're doing it, all the important stuff again. Now we are going to go with mid-air maneuvering again. This is going to follow the same principle. We're going to be flicking and we're going to be using maneuvering for that anyways. Red module, of course, you know, an electric condensed build needs the electric condensed red module. Now, let's talk about the main thing, and that is going to actually be electric condenser's cooldown. So condense does have a long cooldown. So for this, we want to max out our cooldown completely. So everything we're gonna do is gonna be for cooldown. So that includes running, focus on singular, and focus on electric, as well as using nimble fingers and also using MP conversion. So this is gonna be our full cooldown setup, and this is gonna basically allow us to run everything that we can, or as much cooldown as we can, to basically compensate and run as much spammy condense as we can as well. Next up, let's focus on our damage. So for our damage modules, we are going to be going with the amplification modules again. The amplification modules will be here for the exact same purpose. And yeah, let's get ourselves electric amplification, as well as, where is it now? Singular amplification. There you go. That's going to be everything you need for your damage. Now, for our range, again, we are going to go with the same two modules. We're going to go with expansion and amplification control. And then we've got two modules open. So we are going to go with some skill cost because, like I said, nuking with this is really not going to make a difference. So let's go with maximize conservation. Then we're going to follow the same steps as I followed in my other setup or in my other video or other build for Bunny at least. And that's going to be dangerous ambush, allowing us to nuke like crazy. Now, over here, if we just go back in, you can see that this is a much more loaded setup. And even with this, you can see that we are going to be doing more damage with our... we're going to be doing a good amount of damage with our 3. Literally no cooldown. Same with our 1. Literally no cooldown. Now, I know you might be wondering, why are you going with focus on singular inside of a condensed nuking build for Bunny? Now, the reason we are doing this specifically is because I also want my third ability with Bunny to still have enough damage to absolutely rip everything apart, so we can still run through the dungeons without any problems. If you want to go with fusion, focus on fusion instead. That is completely okay. But I'm going with focus on singular because at the same time, I want to make sure my Bunny's 3 still has enough power to run me through everything that I need. And then I can use condense as please as well. So that's why I'm using focus on singular. That is the same reason we are using a singular reactor as well. Now, for the singular reactor, I've gone with hand cannon mounting again. That is because my peacemaker is still staying here. 1 sprint speed is enough, 2 grapples to make myself spider. Very, very fast, very easily is going to be what you need anyways. Then for this one over here, electric and singular, again, because I do want damage on my third ability. Now, the main stat on this reactor is going to be cooldown. You ideally want cooldown. Cooldown fusion would probably be the best for your damage. That's basically the main thing. Duration up is still fine. That's what I have, so that's what I'm running. But if you do get cooldown and singular or fusion, that would be the best for this specific setup. Now, for the external components on this build as well, there is 2 options, and there's two pieces which you are definitely going to want to use as well. Because we are only running 1 skill cost module on this build, I would recommend using 2 pieces of the ascending armory is going to be the best bet. Same stats on the cores, same stats on the memory center and for the processor. And then the other 2 pieces I would recommend is 2 pieces of the hunter set. Like I said, we are focusing as much as we can on cooldown. So definitely are going to want to run that. And then you are also going to want to run, where is it? There you go, that. So you can see over here, 2 pieces of each is going to be absolutely peachy. If you really want to focus on getting your max HP, you could rejig your parts and stuff like that. But honestly, max HP, MP recovery out of combat on here, max MP recovery in combat, and MP recovery modifier. Defense is also a bonus, and then max shield toxic resistance is going to be great here. Max HP and defense across everything, and you're basically balling. Now, like I said, you can change this to a fusion reactor if you want your condense to hit a lot harder. But for the most part, singular is my preference. If fusion is yours, absolutely go for it. Now, for arcade tuning, the tree stays the exact same. Nothing is going to change on that. And inversions are going to stay the exact same too. So, that's the condensing setup. So let's get on into some gameplay for the condensed setup as well. Maybe this video will be shorter than half an hour. What do you guys think of that? But I still think that taking my time and explaining it in the first half wasn't bad. I probably will cut it, and we will probably will be able to cut some time down on it. I was going to say, should I run Sigma instead? I think running Sigma would probably be a better example of... I think running Sigma would be a better example of fucking... a better example than a dungeon. What is the build you explained good for? The first one you can use for literally everything. So you can use that for like running around, just mobbing build. And then this second one is also a mobbing build. I think I'll run this one in Sigma. Let's hope I get a good tile set. And then I can explain that, you know, this is good because of this. Let's hope for the best. Right. You'll know when I'm recording because I'll sound all posh and shit. So, we are going to run some Sigma sector now, and I'll show you what this build does in Sigma over a dungeon. We're going to go in Sigma because Sigma is more based towards having the... Oh, shit, I didn't put any of the weapons on. Fuck. Wait, I don't need them. Oh, well, I'm a fucking... I literally didn't even need them. And I got such a good tile set for Sigma. I'm an idiot, bro. I'm an actual idiot. I got the perfect tile set. Oh, no. Oh, no. I deleted the perfect tile set. I'm a fucking idiot. For erosion missions, it's a little bit different. You'd need a different setup for erosion. Bro, I actually got literally the fucking best mission I could have gotten. For erosion, you want to go crit condensed build on Bunny. I do have a video on it if you check my channel, bro. Right, let's try that again. Please be the same tile set. So, we're going to run some Sigma sector with Bunny, and I'll show you this build in Sigma, because I think Sigma requires you to hit some more condensers. So, let's run some Sigma sector. Now, over here, we're going to be going down there, which is all good. This will be a somewhat of a good example of Bunny, so we'll just go with that. So, with this over here, you're going to see that even using our third ability is enough to basically one-shot all the trash, which is what I wanted. And then for condense, you'd basically just run around and jump around and use this anyways. Now, the reason I did say that I liked focusing on the singulars, because like you can see here, I'm not going to be using condense to kill absolutely everything, but when I do use it, I do want it to basically have the capability to kill everything as well. And you can see here, I'm basically getting exactly the mileage I wanted out of this, and yeah, that's the main thing. Now, let's just keep moving through the mission. And you can see here, I'm not even using any weapons or anything. I'm just focusing on my capability of my electric condense. So that is the main thing over here. Then you can see this as well. One phase, I almost killed everything in a single nuke over there. Just killed that last mob off as well. I just got slightly unlucky with the placement over there. But you can see here, we're absolutely flying through Sigma. This is just, it's a good build, and I don't really know what else to tell you. You've got the damage you need, you've got the condensing you need. It's basically everything you need in a singular setup for Bunny. And for a lot of people, they will make the fusion build completely fusion based for Bunny, which I think is a little bit of a mistake, because you do usually end up in a position where you're running around with your third ability and it's just not capable of killing anything, which is a very, very major downside. So you can see here, Pastor and Elias absolutely nuke her. Even this guy, see this poor guy, nuke him. And because of cooldown just, you know, being so good, you can do this. And then, oh no, Pat and Elias, goodbye. And so on and so forth. Even if you do this in public, you might not one-shot them, but you'll absolutely disintegrate 90% of their health, or majority of their health anyways. So that's going to be your main baseline, and you definitely will not be let down by this build. Even there you go, didn't one-shot it perfectly, but you can see here, in terms of your damage, you're going to hit a good healthy amount of damage. You're going to clear Sigma quite fast. You're going to clear anything quite fast. I just think that Sigma is a little bit of a better example of somewhere you'd use this build over a dungeon. So yeah, that's just me. Okay, there you go. I was going to say, it would have been so nice if I'd gotten the it would have been so nice if I'd gotten the fucking full you know, the full nuke of everything. Oh, it would have been so good, bro. It would have been so good. Sad. I got a nuke 7 out of 8 on the I nuked 7 out of 8 on the thing, so I'll take that. But yeah. Hey, Axel. I was gonna say, I think overall though, this bunny video should hit quite nicely. What do we call this though? The only two bunny builds you need. Literally. You know what? I'm kind of curious, you know. Hang on a sec. What have I got here? I've got... In theory, this should work well in Purge. But at the same time... I'll change reactor just in case. Because I know for Purge specifically, I'm not going to need that. Fusion crit damage? Nah. Is that cooldown on here? Fusion cooldown? Yeah, that's fine. But then I have to hold a tactical... fuck that. Cooldown crit damage? Yeah. Oh wait, no, I don't need crit. I just need cooldown. Fusion cooldown. Let me hold a beam. Let me just hold the blue beetle. I just want to see what this does in Purge, because I'm fairly sure you could probably beat Purge with this. Probably. It'd be an interesting one. What do you guys think's gonna happen? I just need to record an outro for this video now. Is high voltage good on release? I loved it. It's not worth it anymore, Lenin. Like, high voltage is just not worth it anymore. 2 builds, 1 descendant, 0 problems. Zelg, that's hot, bro. Not as hot as you, though. Do you want to know what fixes this? Immediately. Crits. If you think I'm joking, I'm not. The reason this isn't killing him is because I'm not critting. Non-crit with Bunny is shit compared to crit with Bunny. Especially for this. Because you can barely hit damage with non-crit Bunny. That's the thing. You can barely hit damage with non-crit Bunny. So this is ass in Purge. You'll survive, but it's absolutely ass in Purge. Alright, let's just kill. Bro, even killing these guys is fucking painful, bro. Can you see why you wouldn't want to use this in Purge? We're getting there. Wait, hold up. Alright, there you go. It took us to 1340 to kill them with the non-crit setup. Watch what happens when I change to crit. Watch what happens when I change to crit. Why are you throwing Bunny in Avoid Erosion Purge? I'm showing. Someone was asking me if this build I was using is viable for Purge, and this is my way of saying it's not. However, if you want to use the crit setup, oh boy, oh boy, this one is a lot better. Let me just. Do I put a weapon on to deal with the bubble? You know what? Yeah, I'll do it. Fuck it. Let me put a Voltio on real quick just to get rid of that one bubble mob at the beginning, and then I'm good. Love me the way I love you. Love, love, love me. Love, love, where did the love go? Love me the way I love you. High voltage crit with my wifey. High voltage crit was good, yeah, for sure. I agree with that one. See this guy? Takes way more damage. When you crit, it fucking ruins him. Can you see why crit's better, bro? Oh, I missed one. Oh, I missed one. 10 million. Nice. See these fuckers here? Whee! All dead. The only thing is with this setup, at least with Purge Bunny, at least with this setup, it's absolutely best when you back it up with a Luna. If you don't back it up with a Luna, it can still work, but you just gotta like know how to play it really. But I see with this, I'm risking it a lot, but I can, oh, GG's. If I run into a box, then I die, but you basically just need to know how to spider with it. It's not worth it overall running with Bunny, unless you've got like one of the more open maps, then it's so much faster. This tile set is not that good. You'd rather gun build on this tile set, but yeah. Okay, now I just need to basically record an outro. So, yeah. Do you just rage quit out of a solo game? No, I didn't rage quit. I'm just saying that as an example. And, yeah, where's my build gone? Next killer, there it is. Which fit should I? I'll use the dinosaur fit. I like the dinosaur fit. We'll go Kingston. Oh wait, private. In the void. Man, Kingston is such a fucking nice place.
Engines howl at midnight grind. Echoes in the alley leave the past behind. Smoked out visions, drowning in the haze. Let the speakers tell a story through the waves.
Man, I love Bunny. Alright, adios. Fix your dang buckets, by the way. I have no idea what he means by buckets. But. Oh, that's gonna look so good for the thumbnail. Right, let me quickly pull up Photoshop. Oh, wait, actually, let me just save this image at least. Saving the image is all I actually need to do. Alright, there you go. We got that. Right, you know, sorry. We'll leave it like this and I'll just record an outro like this. Okay, let's do this. Let's do it this way then. I'll put Buddy at the center of the screen. Okay, it's easier for people to see it that way. Let me also put my stupid dog away. Fellow. Idol. There you go. Right. So guys, that's basically been today's video on the 2 bunny builds you basically need. And yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, please do smash that like button. This was a very different style of video for me. Normally I don't sit and talk through everything. So I really hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, please do smash that like button. And if you are new here, please do consider subscribing. I do make plenty of videos on the First Descendant. All of that, yada yada yada. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. I love how you could see my game fucking bugging. Oh yeah, there you go, there you go. Now my game's decided to start fucking dying whilst it's on here. There you fucking go. Now my game started fucking dying. Yep, there you go. There you fucking go. Now it's at 1 FPS. Why did it happen then? I might need to re-record that outro actually. Because the gameplay might have been 1 FPS. Oh fuck, I pressed leave game, not options, GG's. Come on, we'll get there. Come on, 1 FPS. I thought it was me. No, it's my PC. Don't worry. This will fix it. And once I put this back to medium. So weird that it's this, man. I was thinking my PC behaving today is too good to be true, bro. There you go. Now it's fixed. Would you look at that? Crazy, isn't it? Technologia. Alright, let me record the outro again. So guys, that's basically been this video on Bunny, and I hope you have enjoyed. If you did, please do smash that like button. This was a very different style of video for me, so I do hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please leave a comment and just let me know how you felt about it, all that, yada 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 yada. But yeah, that's basically been this video. I hope you've enjoyed. Smash that like button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Okay. We are at 1,250 followers on Twitch. Holy shit, bro. Holy fuck. That's actually that's insane. That's actually insane. You guys are the fucking best, bro. Oh my goodness. Alright, let me put my chat box back on screen. We'll slam some music on. And then let's start editing my video. There's chat box. All right, there you go. You guys are back. Slam that Spotify. Okay, and give me a second. I'll drop my screen on as well. Okay, display cap. There you go. Right, let's kick it then, guys. Oh wait, I just realized the top and the bottom are fucking blacked out, but GG's. Wait, I'll fix it actually. Hold up, where's this display cap? There it is. There you go, and there you go. Right, now you've got my full screen. There you go, people. Okay, delete that. We'll rechange this to the only two bunny builds you. I think that's okay, isn't it? Or do you think I should like change anything on that? What do you guys think? Do you think I should change anything? Or do you think is that okay?
When you look at me, look into my eyes, what do you see? Do you see the stars ignite? Do you see the future dancing in the light? Ooh, feel the rhythm, feel the night, let it lift you, take flight.
Okay. Button to me? Perfect. I appreciate it, boss. We'll go with that. Let's just make the outline on here the same color. Looks good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll go with that. We'll go with that lightning blue. Okay, I said okay, bro. Alright, let's go with that. Save this. Oh wait, actually, zoom out before we take the screenshot of it. Otherwise, fucking YouTube's not gonna accept it as a real image or some shit. I don't know. Okay. XMCFPS, thank you for the follow, bro. Appreciate that. This is gonna be a interesting video to put together for sure. Let's see how this one goes. I was gonna say, as for editing, I'm just gonna have to like spend as much time as I can, basically trying to knock as much time off in my explanation. Because my explanation is very long, but at the same time, I tell you like everything. Literally everything. So I think it's not too bad, is it? Right, I was gonna say, I don't think at any point I'm gonna need loud music, so let's do that. Let's also go through my files. Let's pull a different BZ Man song. Let's use Diamond Dot. Fuck it, Diamond Dot's a banger. Yeah, we use Diamond Dot, bro. One song on repeat for like 20 minutes. Yeah, GG's, we're cooked. It's fine. I'll put this to 28 minutes because I'm sure this video is not going to be longer than 28 minutes. Hey, sexy? Not as sexy as you, Luis. How are you, man? Is it this clip? Oh my fucking days. I forgot to update my... Oh wait, no, they're here. I'm good. I just wasn't speaking. Thank fuck. Oh my god, I thought I forgot to change my mic settings and I just didn't do anything there. Oh man, that was good. I was so scared then. Keep on teasing me and you're gonna get good head. Wild. Graciously. and everything from the ground all the way up to basically help people get a better understanding of how to build in this game. So in this video, I'm going to focus on two in this game. So in this video, I'm going So in this video, I'm going to focus this game. So in this video, I'm going to focus on two bunny builds. The first build being her electric ring or her third ability. And then the second build is going to be her electric condensed nuking build. So yeah, those are the two builds that you're going to see in this video. So I'm going to build them with you in real time. I've removed all my external components. So yeah, electric condensed nuking build. So yeah. Let's get on into the actual build for now. So let me teach you what we are going to focus on for this build anyways. So now, starting off with our third ability. So our third ability here is the lightning emission. Whenever Bunny moves, she emits a ring of lightning. I'm sure you all know that, yada yada yada. I don't need to go into how to make that work. So step one is going to be choosing our maneuvering module. I think like just keeping this as simple as possible is probably best. Condensed nuking build. So step one is going to be choosing our maneuvering module. Now, multi-air maneuvering is not bad. Long distance maneuvering again is not bad. But if you want to maximize your movement with Bunny, it is going to be mid-air maneuvering. The reason we are using
tour
this
with the Kung Fu grip is insane, bro.
Nothing into the void. But if you use your melee and flick whilst you are grappling, you will be able to basically perform a spin, and that's going to give you a little bit more momentum. Now for our red module, a little bit more momentum. Now for our red module, regardless of whether we're focusing on our third or our fourth ability, is still going to be electric condense. The damage you can get off just a simple condensed nuke is far superior of that of high voltage or of anything else that you can run. So regardless, our red module is going to be the electric condense red module. Next up, let's focus on skill cost. So skill cost for Bunny, if we just
Oh no, you can hear me typing. GG's, I'm finished. Someone should have told me.
Red module. Next up, let's focus on skill cost. So skill cost for Bunny, if we just search up skill cost, there is two options, and we're going to go with both of them for this specific setup. Option number one is maximize conservation, and then option number two is strong mentality. Now with this, we already have 50% skill cost on my Bunny, which is reduced, which is very, very high. If we run with this just with our second ability, we're not going to be draining very fast at all. Now, the downside of conservation is that, of course, the skill power modifier, our damage is reduced. So to combat that, we are not going to be using low level damage modules. Instead, we are going to be maxing out our damage with this specific setup. So for this, let's talk about our actual damage then. So for our damaging modules, this is going to be a non-critting build. So for our
I think so far I'm knocking like 10-20 seconds off here and there and like small bits. It
damaging
probably will
modules,
stack up.
This is going to be a non-critting build, so we're going to go with the amplification modules. Now Bunny's third ability is of course electric, and it is also singular. For this, we are going to be going with singular amplification as well as electric amplification. So those are going to be our two damage modules. Now the other two damage modules we are going to be going with, you would assume it is going to be focus on. However, the focus on modules are not full max damage modules. 68.2% singular modifier is still very strong. Damage modules. 7.2 electric skill power is still very good as well, but they still have their cooldown, and they still have something that is holding them back just a touch. Now for Bunny specifically, I would go with skill simplification. Now for full max damage modules. Now for Bunny specifically, I would go with skill simplification. The downside of this is that our max MP is reduced by 25%, but because of how cost efficient we are, this is not going to hurt us very much, and 84.
Alicia sucks, you suck, Crank.
Is superior
How are you?
to the electric singular counterpart, so it's more superior to Fox on singular and will give us more damage overall. Now the other module is going to be Singular Master. Now Singular Master is very simple, and it's also very close to focus on electric. You do get overall skill power, which scales a little bit better, I believe, with Bunny, and then we also get skill power modifier for singular anyways. Now, I know you might be scratching your head and be asking, well, what about power increase? Now, power increase... Now, I know you might be scratching your head and be asking, well, what about power increase? Now, power increase is...
Hey, Rad Racer, how are you, man?
Skill power. Between Singular Master, power increase, and the other option being Electric Master, there is very, 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 very little difference. My main takeaway from this is that in power increase will allow you to condense about 4 million damage harder over about 10 tests which I ran. Singular Master will allow your third ability to hit for 10 million extra damage over 10 extra tests that I did as well. So because we are focusing on our third ability, Singular Master is going to be the call for this one. Now, next up, let's focus. Next up, let's focus on the two other things that Bunny is going to need. Number one is going to be range. So for range, let's focus on the two other things that Bunny is going to need. Number one is going to be range. So for range, we are of course going to go with, if I can spell correctly, the two range modules. That is going to be amplification control.
Good, don't look on the breakthrough event. How's your day? My day's been okay. I'm sitting here editing a Bunny video I'm going to release in a few hours, so, you know, a good day. Other than that, yeah. By the way, if anyone does win that art book, please do let me know, because if you're willing to sell it, I am willing to buy it. I mean that genuinely. If anyone does get lucky on the event and is willing to sell the art book, please do let me know, because I'm 100% willing to buy it.
As well as expansion. Now, why are we not using maximize range? Again, because it is skill power modifier, and if we use a 40%, we will be losing a significant amount of damage, or you will be losing more damage. If you are playing in solo just by yourself, go with maximize range, because the extra range will make a bit of a difference, and you'll still have more than enough power to one-shot everything. Now, if you are playing in public though, you do
500 bucks, no problem. I'm more than happy to pay 500 bucks. If you've got the artwork, I'm willing to pay £500 for that book. That's not a problem.
In public though, you do not want this other 20% skill power modifier to be reducing your damage, so go with...
Okay, I'm joking. I'm not paying 500 bucks for it, but just generally, if you actually have got it, just let me know. How can you win it? Through the claw machine event thing on the website, in the Next One website.
In public though, you do not want this other 20% skill power modifier to be reducing your damage, so go with amplification control. This will take you basically almost, if not all the way to cap anyways, so you'll be at cap, you'll be completely fine. Now, you'll notice that we've still got the exact same cooldown, so let's fix that next. For cooldown, we are going to go with MP conversion. You'd rather go with 36 over the 26 with nimble fingers. The reason we are going with that is because the negative on the MP really doesn't matter. Our Bunny is efficient and very...
The machine is a scam.
So
it's just getting heavily botted, to be honest with you. The bots are insane for that thing, man, honestly.
The module is a little bit of a wild card. You can basically go with almost anything. You could go with a little bit of extra damage if you want. You could go with some extra range, a little bit of HP if you will. But in this, I am going to be going with Dangerous Ambush. Now, Dangerous Ambush is here because regardless of whether
it probably is pancakes
this on a whether you're using this in dungeon or wherever you're using this, this will give you a little bit of a damage increase. Now, it does say on enemies that are immobilized, you can get plus 40. You run into. As for our condensed cooldown on here, now,
okay,
more cooldown done. Now, with this, there's still more things to be done.
The 702. Fuck me. When did I start the bunny build?
So in this video,
oh wait, I've not even got this set to the beginning of the fucking thing. I'll probably be at 7-minute mark then. Let's do it. I'm gonna say from what time do I actually specifically start building?
So in this video, I'm gonna focus on.
Okay, so I'm gonna timestamp as we go, just because it'll make it a little bit easier for me. 000 to 040 in trough. 040 to 7 bunny build explanation. GG's ads? Wait, Gary, what do you mean ads? Bossman, you have... Do you have sub? Are you subbed?
More things to be done. Now, I'm going to quickly go on over the weapon that I'm going to be using very quickly, just because it does play into the reactor. Now, I am going to be using a peacemaker. Now, I am...
Okay, let's dash that. Okay. Do that. So 7 minutes is weapon. That's it. It's going to be the peacemaker.
Now, I am going to be using a peacemaker. You only need one sprint core of an X core. So level 10 core, any sprint core, which the lowest will be 10%, is still enough to get Bunny up to her sprint cap. So sprint cap for Bunny is possible with a single X core as long as it is over 10%. Even if you don't use an X core, let's say you use a level 9, as long as it's over 10%, you will be fine. But just use an X core because it's a lot easier to get it that way. Now, for the actual weapon, it's going to be the peacemaker. Now, why are we using the peacemaker? Simply just because the movement speed on this weapon is the highest out of all the other weapons in game. Sprint speed rarely.
Bro's yapping.
Instead, now for the reactor.
Fucking hell, I yapped. Holy yappington, bro. How long was that? That was an entire minute, bro. An entire minute about Static. Bro, I'm getting the 8-minute ad revenue. Let me just fucking live with this. Reactor at 8 minutes 3 seconds. Excellent.
Instead, now for the set, all
oh wait, I didn't yap about the reactor.
Skill components for this are this specific setup as well. So this is just a straight maxed out damage reactor for this specific setup. Now, the external components.
8:27, damn, I did not yap. Bro, that's the shortest thing in this video. The thing is, I'm yapping, but for someone who doesn't know all this information, it's going to be like, yo, this guy's cooking. For us guys, it's like easy, and we all know about a lot of this, but we'll see. Honestly, if this does very, very, very well, or if this ends up like proper popping off, I'll make my videos more in this style. We'll see though.
Now, the external components for components for this are fairly simple as well. Now, because we do have 2 skill cost modules on our setup, going on here, you could go with additional skill cost. So that would be 2 pieces of the Ascending Armory set. Or you could alternatively go with additional damage. So that would be the Plague set for a little bit more singular inside of there. Now, even these as a two-piece set would be very, very good. For your external components, regardless of whatever they are, for your cores, you are going to want to go with max HP. And then for your second blue core, you're going to want to go with max defense. Regardless of whatever stats they are, you just want that on your external component cores. For your actual stats on your components, for your power, you are always going to want HP and MP recovery out of combat, MP and MP recovery in, and HP as well. So I'm going to be going. This is I would just go with the plague set, but that's just personal preference for me over here. Next,
10-13. Jesus. I'm gonna say bunny electric ring build. Tuning tree like.
next up, let's go over the and we are going to MP recovery for this. We need to survive a ton. This will basically be the right call. Now, let's finish off with the inversion reinforcements for this build.
To 1127. I should save this. Imagine if this fucking crashed on me, I would actually delete myself IRL, bro. I would be fucking beyond saving if this shit deleted itself on me right now.
Now, let's finish off with the system is your third, specifically for her build with about the condensed build next. Into some gameplay real quick, and then we will talk about the condensed build next.
Okay, that's that. So then this should be the gameplay for the, yep, that's the gameplay.
So for this gameplay, I'm going to be doing a singular run of the shelter. I did also throw the malevolent on just for a gameplay. I'm going to be so for this gameplay. I'm
12-10.
So for this gameplay, I'm going to be doing a singular run of the shelter. I did also throw the malevolent on just for a quick bit of damage when it comes to the bosses, because believe it or not, Bunny's third ability is not the greatest for taking out the elites at the end of a dungeon. So you can see with this here, I'm using that melee flick, and then I'm also going to be taking advantage and using that melee flick to basically get my ass all over everywhere here. And I'm basically just going to use it to nuke everything around here. Same with condense, I'm just going to use that to blow up the last few mobs. And this is essentially how I would play the bunny. You basically have enough
How I would play the bunny,
rip everything
guys.
apart. You can see me hitting 300-400 Ks inside of this dungeon regardless. And yeah, this is a pretty yeah. Let's start off now by talking about the condense setup.
1435. 1435, right, that's fine. I was gonna say, this is definitely a long video, but it's better that everything is in one video, because then you get both of the builds, the full explanation, everything you need, like literally fucking everything all inside of one video. And I'm pretty sure this one's like way shorter.
The processor, and then the other two pieces.
Okay, well, it's not much shorter then, is it?
So now let's talk about the other build for Bunny, and that is the condensed build.
I think a lot of people would probably just prefer if I was to fucking have the entire setup there and just say, yeah, use this and then use this instead and give gameplay for 10 minutes instead of yapping for 10 minutes. But I think I don't think there's anything wrong with building it this way. Like I said, this video is experimental. If it does very well and people like the style of the video, then I'll stick to it. If not, then I'll just go back to my normal, this is everything for you.
About the other build for Bunny, this you can see that we are going to be doing fusion. That is the same reason we are using, so that's why I'm using focus on singular. That is the same reason we are using a singular reactor as well. Now for the
Okay, so from 1 second. 1750. Are you adding timestamps? Yeah, there's no way I'm releasing all of this without timestamps, bro. The only thing I didn't timestamp was my tier list, and that's it. The singular reactor, I've gone with hand cannon mounting again. That is because my peacemaker is still staying here. 1 sprint speed is enough, 2 grapples to make myself spider very, very fast and very easily is going to be what you need. Any this reactor, and there is 2 options. Now, setup 1835. Bash and Ornery get praised for being long-winded, so it should have a decent outcome. Let's hope so. Because, like I said, even in this video, despite me saying I'm using a singular reactor on a condensing setup, I think people are going to be like, yeah, this guy's a fucking idiot because of that. But at the same time, I clearly explained that if you'd prefer to use a fusion reactor, use it. The reason I'm using a singular one is because I also like having my build still have enough damage on it to just kill everything. So yeah, despite it being a long 20+ minute video, it's got 2 of the best bunny builds you'll basically see in your fucking life, mate. Debatably. Please try my build and tell me you love me, because if you don't, I'm going to cry myself to sleep every single day. I already do that, but I'm going to do it even harder. Okay, let's continue. 1835 for the condensable external components. Getting your MP recovery in combat, and MP recovery modifier, defense, max HP and defense. Now, like I said, you can change this to a fusion reactor if you want your condense to hit a lot harder. But for the most part, singular is my preference.
But if anyone does support Alyssa TFD, I want nothing to do with you.
Fucking alcohol high. Okay, 18 times. Bro, did I miss something? Pieces, which you are now, for the external components on this build as well, there is 2 options, and there's 2 pieces which you are definitely going to want to use as well. Because we are only running 1 skill cost module on this build, I would recommend, where is it? There you go, that. If you really want to focus on getting your max, it'll be great here. Max HP and defense across. Now, like I said, you can change this to a fusion reactor. Now, like I said, you can change this to a fusion reactor if you want your condense to hit a lot harder. Rad! But, fuck off! For the most part, singular is my preference. If fusion is yours, absolutely go for it. Now, for arcade tuning, the E14.
Daddy, chill.
Let's put them together because they're a short segment. For arcade tuning, the tree stays the exact same. Nothing is going to change on that. And inversions are going to stay the exact same too. So that's the condensing setup. So let's get on into some gameplay for the condensed setup as well. Right. 30. They're gonna have a lot of timestamps on it. Fuck me. Right, 2030. I think what I should do is, instead of having Diamond be the only song, I'll just drop like 5 different BZ songs in, honestly. Alright, no, that was a failed attempt. Did my Sigma run only this quick? Mission, and you can see here, I'm not even using any weapons or anything. I'm just focusing on. Okay, right. So we're going to run some Sigma sector with Bunny, and I'll show you this build in Sigma, because I think Sigma... Now, over here, we're going to be going down there, which is all good. This will be a somewhat of a good example of Bunny, so we'll just go with that. So, with this over here, you're going to see that even using our third ability is enough to basically one-shot all the trash, which is what I wanted. And then, for Condense, you'd basically just run around and jump. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I can live with this gameplay. Disintegrate her. Even example of somewhere you'd use this build over a dungeon. So yeah, that's just me. Okay, that's fine. 20. Where was that? 2304. Fuck me. 2304. Condense. Gameplay. Okay, that's fine. Then we finish it off with outro. So guys, that's basically... Okay, that's sweet. Outro then. Basically been this video on Bunny, and I hope you have enjoyed. Hope you've enjoyed. Smash that like button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. That worked. Right. Outro is 23 or 4 to 23, right? Damn. So, you guys like the video? You guys gonna watch? Bro, this is probably gonna take so long to render. It's a 20-minute video. It's probably gonna be like 20 gigs or like 10 gigs or something. Because I render in like full raw maxed out quad HD. Alright, I'm just gonna drop like a ton of BZ songs. I'm not even gonna check what they are. I just need to have enough songs to basically keep going until the end. Is the main thing. We'll put breathing. Focusing on what you're going to need and everything from the ground all the way up to basically help. Okay, wait, if I just leave all of this here and then I put this to negative 27 here, or negative 30, then so forth. But for once, I'm gonna take a different approach. I'm gonna build the build in real time and tell you exactly what you're gonna be focusing on, what you're going to need, and everything from the ground all the way up to basically help people get. So regardless, our red module is going to be the... Okay, that works. I've never minded long build vids on builds. Fair, I respect it. Right, we'll throw burn in as well. This shit's a banger. Fade this thing out too, because this shit's a banger. Then we'll put diamond alt in. This shit's a banger. Put that down. Push that there. Do you even lift? This is another good one. Bro, I've done like 4 songs. I'm like halfway through the video. Yeah, right, bro. I mean, it's good. People don't like listening to the same music on loop, or a lot of people don't at least. Drifting. I'll put drifting in here as well because this is a longer one, or drifting dreams at least because I know this is the longer one. Even though it's the longer one, it's not really done too much. We're not. I'm not putting that song in. Samurai instrumental. We'll put that in. We're not putting the Sigma Sector diss track in here. I don't even think BG's ever released a Sigma Sector diss track, and fucking rightfully so. A condensed nuking build for Bunny. Now, the reason we are doing this specifically is because I also want my third video, so actually how you would deal with this, just use the Malevolent P, and then for your, as long as it's over range will make a bit of a difference, and percent, but because of how cost efficient we are, yeah, that's fine. Silver of light. Silver of light, sorry. Put that in. Put that out. And we end this shit with the what? Oh, fucking hell. No, don't freeze on me now. Don't freeze on me now. You son of a fucking Yankee Donkey Doodle Diddly 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 Daddly bitch. Save. I'm scared. Okay, right, that's fine. Tends to hit a lot harder. But for the most part, singular is my preference. If fusion is yours, absolutely go for it. Now, for arcade tuning, the tree stays the exact same. Nothing is going to change on that. Peak. Okay, then this video looks to be done. Wait, got a fade in the beginning. Come on, I'm not. Hello, everybody. It's your boy N here. I'm not a scrub. I'm a professional. Got a fade at the beginning in. Right, there you go. The only 2 bunny bills you are going to need. Do you guys agree? Are these the only 2 bunny bills you need? 13 gigs to render. Excellent. Fuck me. Oh, I deserve a fucking pat on the back for that one. Do you know what the thing is? I was really passionate about this. This was so close to being 14 gigs. I really liked this video idea. So that's why I really wanted to get it done. And I don't regret it. Because bear in mind, I was gonna do a keelan video, but instead I'm doing this. I think this is gonna take like 12. It's gonna take 13 minutes to render. That's not bad. That's not bad. Given it's rendering at about 100 FPS, that's not too shabby. I was gonna do a keelan video, but instead I did this. I think this is a good call for me for now. I'm hoping this pops off. I really hope to God. If I could have a video be my most viewed video, I'd want it to be this one. I'd want it to be this one, genuinely. I'm very proud of what I've put together. It's really crazy what you can conjure up in 2-3 hours when you put your mind to it, man. Holy shit. How long have I been live for? 2 hours? I made that entire video in less than 2 hours? I made and edited that video in 2 hours. Holy fucking ton. Damn. Well, shit.
Drifting in the dark, chasing fading echoes. Everywhere we spoke disappeared in the void. Lost from the rhythm, drowning in sorrow.
Honestly, we thugging. We're actually genuinely thugging. Hey, congrats, IW. Honestly, I'm actually very happy. I'm so happy about this video. And I know I can say that about a lot of my videos, but like... Sorry. I tend to become a bit of a psychopath when Bunny's involved. And then even the thumbnail, I feel like the thumbnail's nice as well. Like, isn't that a thumbnail you would click on, guys? You'd click on it because you've seen Alyssa TFD uploaded it, but, you know, isn't that just a great thumbnail, in general? Damn, bro. I dislike it. Mods, remove his organs. He doesn't deserve them. I'm almost at 14,900 subs, man. Honestly, I think the biggest dream would be going to sleep, right? Waking up, this video has got like 10k views, and I've hit 15k subs whilst I'm asleep. I think that would be the ultimate dream. No, my organ. Is it complete? Is what complete? Both disappeared in the void. Tell me, is there a tomorrow? Guys, when I hit 20k subs, I'm gonna ask Nexon to give me Evo Bunny. I'm gonna beg Nexon on my hands and knees shamelessly to give me bunny. Is the chat delayed for me or is the display? When my screen went 1 FPS mode for a bit, the YouTube and Twitch both got a big delay. So wait, let me see how far Twitch is behind me. So Twitch is about 10 seconds behind me, and then YouTube's like 20 seconds behind Twitch, so like 30 seconds behind me. Oh wait, no, Twitch is very far behind. Holy shit, never mind. I was wrong. Twitch is very far behind. Yeah, GG's, bro. You guys are very far behind. I'm fucking... Yeah, GG's. I mean, I can't really do anything at this point because, you know, yeah. Unless I just end stream now, because this will be done in 8 minutes, and then I just upload it. I let it check, and then I go to bed anyways. So, yeah. Shall I just end stream now? I think there's no point of me going on any longer. Because like I said, I'm literally just going to upload it and call it a day. That's it. I'll be done.
Drifting in the dark, chasing fading echoes. Everywhere we spoke disappeared in the void. Lost from the rhythm, drowning in sorrow. Tell me.
I mean, if you want to, cries, you'll survive. Okay. You know what? We'll end stream then. I'll end stream just so that I can like get into bed. Honestly, as soon as this is done. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. Alright then, we'll raid Monday. So I'm just gonna send people on Twitch over to Monday straight away. And yeah, enjoy. Be nice to her. Show some love. All of that. Yada 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 yada. And yeah. Once this video is uploaded, I will literally just once this video is uploaded at least, I'll just straight drop it, and I want you guys to like it and cry over it and everything. I'll see you guys in a bit then. Stay blessed. Peace.